Hi guys, welcome back to Life Beyond Rehab. I'm Jean Marie, speech therapist and certified brain injury specialist. And today I got a message from someone in the UK requesting a post topic, and I wanted to make sure that I responded and got the information to this person. And so I'm going to read it to you and then we'll go from there. So it just says, "Hi, I'm from the UK and I've been following your amazing posts and they are helping me to understand my brain injury and the causes of my feelings," which is so wonderful. That means so much to me. "Can I ask for a post about the caregivers' mental health and time away from doing something that they enjoy to reciprocate oneself, changes in mood and general support for them caring for us and giving everything and thus having no time or feeling guilty for wanting time alone?" Oof, it's a big one. So I spend a lot of time with caregivers. I think that it's something that as professionals we often overlook. We're so busy trying to give all the information about the injury as much as possible that we forget to kind of prepare the family members or friends or spouses, whatever, for the challenges that they're going to face as well. One of the things that I usually start off by talking to caregivers about is, number one, that it's okay to feel overwhelmed. Well, honestly, number one, it's okay to feel your feelings, feel those feelings, anger, guilt, sadness, whatever they may be, allowing those to come out. Now, I think that it's appropriate for those feelings to maybe come out in a more private setting so that you're allowing yourself to have the freedom to have those feelings, of course, and not creating a burden for the person who's recovering from the injury. But with that being said, I think it's also important to remind yourself, speaking directly to the caregivers now, I think it's really important to remind yourself how much you're doing and how well you're doing. And remember that you're learning all of this too. When we talk about this journey, there's a real role reversal, right? Either you were a spouse and, you guys used to be a team, and now one of the team members has become someone who needs care versus being able to reciprocate that in the same way that you did before. And that can just be so devastating to go through. So I think the first thing is really recognizing, I know I said the first thing a lot, lots of firsts here, but just recognizing that life is very different now. So once we kind of come to terms with that, looking at what do we do to move forward, right? The recovery process is so long when we talk about brain injury, and it can really take its toll, not only like physically, right? Like let's say you're helping your loved one and they need a lot of physical help, like transferring, meaning moving from their wheelchair to another surface. Maybe they need assistance getting dressed, assistance brushing their teeth, assistance taking a shower, going to the bathroom. And that can take a physical toll, but there's also that emotional toll. And I feel like it's really important to find people that can really understand what you're going through. So just like we talk about feeling lonely as the person with the injury, it can be such a lonely business being a caregiver because so many people don't understand, myself included. I mean, I have been around it, I can see it, and I feel like I can empathize with it. But at the end of the day, I don't know what it's like to be a 24-hour caregiver to someone that you love that is no longer the same person. So I tell my family members to look for support groups in your area. And that can be as easy as going on Google and typing in caregiver supports for brain injury. Now, I know my friend here is in the UK, and I know that there's lots of really great resources. The Brain Injury Association of America has different support groups. I would urge any caregiver, no matter what part of the world we're talking about, to just go on and start with that. It's also good to start with any local hospitals. Sometimes they have support groups that happen once a month, both for survivors and caregivers alike. I think it's important as a caregiver to also have your different levels of support, right? Having your friends, the people that you've known for a really long time, other family members being there, and then also reaching out and starting to meet other people that are going through similar challenges that as you are, so it doesn't feel so alone. In home health, I go into people's houses and, the caregiver is there and I'm the only person that they've seen for a couple days, and it can be very isolating. And then you get into this mindset of no one else has ever gone through this. No one else is feeling the way that I am. And that in and of itself can be so devastating. So I think it's really important to reach out and try to find a new group that can help you in this unique situation so that it doesn't feel quite as unique. And then, as far as getting away, right, and doing the things that they love, and not feeling guilty. I wish I had something magical to say to take the guilt away, and unfortunately I don't. And I will say that respite or rest or taking a break for yourself as a caregiver is so, so vitally important. Not only for how you are feeling for yourself, but also how you're able to care for your loved one. We don't do as good of a job when we're really angry or we're feeling resentful or, that burnout really starts to set in. So, safety is such a big factor. I know that a lot of caregivers have a hard time because they aren't able to leave their loved one alone for long periods of time or any period of time. And so I would say that it's also going to be vital to find either a friend, a family member, or even a paid caregiver. There's lots of different caregiving websites out there now offering services by the hour versus, a lot of them, they want a minimum number of hours per week, minimum number of hours per day, and that can get really, really expensive. So, and honestly, even just paying by the hour can be very expensive. But let's say that you pick a day in the month, right? The last Friday of every month, I'm going to have a 3-hour activity just for myself. And, setting up that caregiving service, if that's how you need to do, or just giving loved ones or friends time to coordinate their schedules to allow you time to be gone. And like I said, I can't get rid of that guilt other than just to be here to let you know that it's okay to take time for yourself. Please take time for yourself. And I feel like, having spoken to so many patients, they want you to take time for yourself. They want that for you too. They love you and they want to support you in any way that they can. And I think one way that they're able to do that is hopefully by letting you know that taking time for you is just as important as you caring for them. So, I hope this was helpful, and my UK pal, I hope that this was what you were looking for. And I have a written post that I'll do next week about caregivers and a specific experience that I had recently with a patient. And if you have additional recommendations as a caregiver watching this for how to help others, please leave a comment below. I really want this to be a community and a safe place where people can bring their concerns and really share the struggles that they're having. Also the positive stuff, please. I love hearing about how well people are doing or any changes that they're seeing. But for today with this post, all the caregivers out there, please leave what you do for you. I can give you my professional opinion all day. But there's nothing like hearing from someone who's really having to go through it. I'm so glad that you were here. UK Pal, thank you so much again. Visit our website, lifebeyondrehab.com. Leave a post recommendation or request. Find me on Facebook or Instagram. I honestly want to post what you care about and let me know what that is. And just thank you so much for joining me here at Life Beyond Rehab.